Once you have been through the provisioning process and logged into Cisco Webex, the main interface is displayed. From the Cisco Webex Interface, there are an array of features available to you that allow you to fully collaborate with colleagues and other team members. The variety of collaboration options include messaging sessions or spaces, access to teams, creating contacts, making and receiving calls from the application, and organizing meetings. Other options include access to applications and help. The main Webex interface has a navigation bar from which many of the main features of Webex are accessed. A Profile and Preferences button allows you to change your availability, your status, and access a range of Webex settings. Options to add a space, add a contact, make a call, and schedule a meeting are available by simply clicking the Add button. You can search for individual people, meetings, and spaces, and see any activity set against an individual or a space. Call and screen share options are quickly accessible to make sure you can easily collaborate with your contacts. The option to set your calling preferences from the application is also available. Cisco Webex Spaces Messages tab. Spaces can be created where you can collaborate and send messages to one other person, or more commonly, between many people who occupy the space. From within a space, you can share files, send messages, and schedule or have ad hoc meetings. On the right-hand side of the interface, you will find all of the information that relates to the space, known as the conversation area. From here, you can message other space members, attach files, and even send GIFs. Other people can also be added to the space. Spaces People tab. From the People tab, you can see all of the people who occupy this particular space. In this example, we can see that the Sales Space Group A has 4 people who use this particular space. Therefore, any messages that you write and post in this space will be available and visible to all of the people who use this space. Individual members of the space can be contacted by clicking on their name listed from the People tab and selecting one of the collaboration options of message, audio call, or even video call. Spaces Content tab. This provides access to any whiteboards, files, or links that have been shared within this space. Spaces Schedule tab. From this tab, meetings can be scheduled and distributed. Details relating to the meeting can be viewed by clicking on the Space Meeting Information link. To add a new meeting and distribute its invitation via Outlook, click the Schedule Meeting button. The invitation is created and the space members added to the Outlook invitation. Spaces Add tab. Website shortcut links can be added to open a website page directly in the space. Meetings can also be started on an ad hoc basis by clicking the Meet button located at the top right of the Webex interface. Teams. A team is similar to a regular space. However, it allows you to organize all of your collaboration spaces within one team. In this example, there are 4 teams: a marketing team, a sales team, a software project team, and system support team, all of which can contain their own individual spaces. Each space within a team could be categorized by individual departments or groups of people who are working on a particular project. For example, a software project team comprises of a software developer space, a marketing space, and a training development space. But they are all working together within the overall project as a team. Certain team members could occupy only a specific space within a team. Therefore, not everyone who is in a team has to be a member of all of the individual spaces within it. The spaces from which a team is made can be viewed from the Spaces tab. All of your contacts can be accessed from the Contacts link. New contacts can be added and assigned to a specific contacts group, such as your top contacts. You can easily collaborate with your contacts in a variety of ways, including messaging, calling, or video calling. You can also arrange your contacts by right-clicking on the contact and allocating them as top or other contacts. In this example, Dave's contact profile has been assigned as a top contact. Webex Calling allows you to easily make and receive calls from the Cisco Webex application. You can use the dial pad to simply dial a number or call a contact at a click of a button. Common calling features are available, including options to hold a call and transfer a call. Individual users can be added to the call by calling their number or selecting them from your contacts. You can view your made and received calls as well as any calls you may have missed. You can also access voicemail and pull or move a call from your Webex desktop application to your mobile application and vice versa. The Cisco Webex Personal Room is a conference collaboration space that is dedicated to you. From the Personal Room, you can start a meeting, join a meeting, or schedule a meeting. The room has its own Personal Room link and video address. This address can be copied and pasted into your web browser, separate from the Webex application. You can set your availability and status directly from the Cisco Webex Interface. Click your avatar, then set a period during which you will not be available. For example, your Do Not Disturb period. This will be indicated by a red moon symbol appearing adjacent to your avatar. Your avatar will also be circled with a red ring. When you are once again available, the circle will return to a green ring surrounding your avatar. You can also provide an indication of your status to other Webex users by clicking the Set a Status link. The status options include working from home, traveling for business, out for lunch, and be right back. You can also create a specific status by selecting Set New Status and adding and saving the status to be displayed. In this example, a custom status of attending a sales conference has been created and saved and is displayed adjacent to the avatar. You can also edit your profile, add a cover image and avatar picture. If your account has been provisioned to use Webex on a mobile device, you can scan a QR code from the mobile download link and be directed to download the Webex application. Welcome to the Cisco Webex desktop application. In this video, we will show you how to make calls on the Webex desktop application using your contacts, call history, the dial pad, or the search bar. To make a call, select the contacts icon in the navigation bar, and then select a contact from the list. Audio and video calls can be made by selecting the corresponding icons next to the contact name in the list, or in the contact card on the right of the screen. An additional icon to send an instant message is also available. Calls and messages can be made anywhere in the application where you are interacting with another person. Just look for the audio and video call icons. Select the audio call icon. A call is made and a pop-out window will appear. Call options are available at the bottom of the window to mute the microphone, start video, share screen, access advanced calling features, or end the call. Press the call icon in the navigation menu to access the call history and dial pad views. Call history displays a list of missed, incoming, and outgoing calls. Hover your cursor over a call record to access the audio and video call options. Any number can be entered manually using the dial pad. Enter the required number and press the audio or video call icon to make the call. Please note, you will not be able to turn on video if you are dialing an external non-Webex user. The drop-down menu below the dial pad allows you to change the device from which your calls are made, such as your PC or a connected desk phone. A number can be entered using a keyboard by selecting the search or dial bar above the dial pad. Or type the name of the contact to search the directory. The search bar at the top of the application also offers this functionality and is available from any screen when using the application. This completes the process of making calls from the Cisco Webex desktop application. Welcome to the Cisco Webex desktop application. In this video we will demonstrate how to answer an incoming call, how to place an active call on hold, and then how to retrieve the held call. When an external number is presented to the application, a pop-up window will appear to the bottom right, and the ringtone will be played. You have the option to decline or answer the incoming call. There is also an option to silence the ringtone. In this example, I shall answer the call by pressing the answer option. The live call screen is displayed, showing the incoming caller's number. If the contact is saved as a personal or company contact, the name and image, if added, will be presented. Video calling is also available if selected. The Windows top toolbar shows the incoming caller's number, and to the right, the call duration. The lower toolbar has the options of mute, start video, and share, if available, along with in-call options and end call. To place an active call on hold, select the In-Call Options button. This will provide three choices: hold, transfer, and keypad. Select the hold option. The active call will be placed on hold, and the caller will hear music on hold, announcements, or silence, whatever your system administrator has configured. The active call window changes to display the single option to resume the held call. To retrieve the held call, press the resume key. Your call will be reconnected. To end the active call, select the red End Call icon. The call will end and the active window will close. This completes the process of answering and holding calls using the Cisco Webex desktop application. Transferring calls using the Cisco Webex desktop application. In this video we will demonstrate how to transfer an active call to an internal contact and an external number. We will also show you how to retrieve a held call if the recipient is unavailable or unwilling to take the transferred call. There are two methods of transferring calls. The first is a blind transfer, where the call is transferred without speaking to the recipient. The second is a consulted transfer, where you speak to the destination before you transfer the call. While on an active call, you may wish to transfer the call to another recipient. In this example, I have Derek on his mobile, who would like to speak to another member of staff. I shall transfer the call blind, without speaking to the recipient. To transfer the call blind, press the Advanced Calling Features option, illustrated here as 3 dots. Additional options are revealed. From the list, select Transfer. A new window will appear. Now you can dial a number or search for an internal contact by dialing their extension number or entering their name. I need to call Christian, so we'll enter part of his name. Results are displayed below. I can choose to make a voice or video call. In this example, I am transferring to an internal contact, so have selected voice. The call is made and ringtone can be heard. To complete the blind transfer, immediately press the Complete Transfer button, and the call will be transferred. The same process applies when making a consulted transfer to an external number. In this example, I am speaking with an external contact, and I'd like to pass the call over to Derek on his mobile. To make the transfer, I shall click the Advanced Calling Features button and select Transfer. Once again, I can enter a number directly or search by typing a name or number. When the contact is displayed, I can select Call using the handset icon, and the call will be made. The display will change to show the calling window, with the contact's details displayed if saved in the directory. When answered, you can consult with the caller and inform them of the transfer. If they are happy to accept the transfer, select Complete Transfer, and the call will be passed over and all active call windows will close. In a circumstance that the recipient is unavailable or unwilling to take the transferred call, simply end the call. And the active call window will close, revealing the held call. To resume the held call, select Resume, where you can pass on a message if required. Finally, end the call by pressing the End Call icon. This completes the process of transferring calls using the Cisco Webex desktop application. Welcome to the Cisco Webex desktop application. In this video, we will show you how to make conference calls on the Webex desktop application from an active call, by merging calls, or by creating a meeting within a Webex space or team. An active call can be turned into a conference call by selecting Advanced Calling features from the bottom of the call window and selecting Conference. The active call will be placed on hold and a dial pad will appear. Dial a number or search for a contact using the search bar. Select the audio or video call icon to make the call. A second call is placed in a new window. When the call is answered, you can select the Merge Calls button to merge the two calls into a conference. Select the Participants button at the bottom of the window to see a list of the parties who are active in the conference. Select End Call to end the conference call for all parties. A conference call can also be initiated by merging an incoming call with an active call. Select Hold and Answer when the incoming call is presented. Once answered, select Advanced Calling features and merge the calls into one conference. Select End Call to end the conference call for all parties. Webex Teams and Spaces allows you to organize contacts into groups to easily distribute messages and share files. A conference call can be started with all of the contacts associated with a team or a space by selecting the Meet button in the top right-hand side of any team or space. A new window will open and present options to connect to a device, change audio connection, mute microphone, start or stop video, and start meeting. When the meeting is started, each participant will be called and added to the meeting in turn as they answer. A list of participants is available with options to mute and unmute all participants. To mute an individual, right-click on the user in the participant list and select Mute. Add additional parties to the meeting by selecting Invite Guests to Meeting in the participants list, or select Advanced Calling features and choose Invite Guest to Meeting. Participants can be sent messages as a group by selecting Chat at the bottom of the window. Chat can also be used to share files while a meeting is in progress. Messages can be sent individually by right-clicking on a participant and selecting Send Message. Select the End Call button to leave the meeting. Any remaining participants will remain active until they hang up. This completes our video on making conference calls on the Cisco Webex desktop application. Welcome to the Cisco Webex mobile application. This video will show you how to make calls on the Webex mobile application using your contacts, call history, the dial pad, or the search bar. To make a call, select the contacts icon in the navigation bar and then select a contact from the list. Audio calls and video calls can be made by selecting the corresponding icons in the contact card. An additional icon to send an instant message is also available. Calls and messages can be made anywhere in the application where you are interacting with another person. Just look for the audio and video call icons. Select the audio call icon. The call is made and the call options appear at the bottom of the window for mute, speakerphone, advanced calling features, or end call. Use the search bar at the top of the screen to search for contacts, or enter a number to be dialed directly, followed by the call icon. Press the calling icon in the navigation menu to access the call history and dial pad views. Call history displays a list of missed, incoming and outgoing calls. Select the contact to make a call, or press the information icon to access the audio and video call options. Any number can be entered manually using the dial pad. Select the handset icon, followed by the dial pad. Then enter the required number and press the audio or video call icon to make the call. Please note that you will not be able to turn on video if you are dialing an external non-Webex user. The drop-down menu below the dial pad allows you to change the device from which your calls are made, such as your PC or a connected desk phone. This completes our video for making calls on the Cisco Webex mobile application. Welcome to the Cisco Webex mobile application. In this video, we will demonstrate how to answer an incoming call and how to place an active call on hold. We will also demonstrate how to retrieve the held call. When an external number is presented to the application, a pop-up window will appear and the ringtone will be played. You have the option to decline or answer the incoming call. I shall answer the call by pressing the green answer option. The live call screen is displayed, showing the incoming caller's number and the call duration. The lower toolbar has the options of mute, speakerphone, advanced calling features, or end call. To place the call on hold, select the advanced calling features option. This will provide 4 choices: to show the keypad, to create a conference call, to hold, or to transfer the call. Select the hold option. The active call will be placed on hold, and the caller will hear either music on hold, announcements, or silence, whatever your system administrator has configured. The active call window changes to display the single option of resume. To retrieve the held call, press the resume button. You will be reunited with the caller. To end the active call, select the red end call icon. The call will end and the active call window will close. This completes the process of answering and holding calls on the Cisco Webex mobile application. Transferring calls using the Cisco Webex mobile application. In this video, we will demonstrate how to transfer an active call to another contact. We will also show you how to retrieve a held call if the recipient is unavailable or unwilling to take the transferred call. With the active call on screen, press the Advanced Calling Features option, illustrated here as 3 dots. Additional options are revealed. Select Transfer. A new window will appear. Now you can search for a contact on your device or dial a number by tapping the search box and entering the contact's details or number. In this demonstration, I shall call a saved contact. Tap the contact to reveal their number, then tap their number to make the call. The call is made and ringtone can be heard. When answered, you can consult with your contact to make them aware of the caller you would like to transfer. When your contact is happy to accept the call transfer, select the Complete Transfer button, and the call will be transferred. In a circumstance that the recipient is unavailable or unwilling to take the transferred call, simply end the call. The active call window will close, revealing the held call. To resume the held call, select Resume, where you can pass on a message if required. Finally, end the call by pressing the End Call icon. This completes the process of transferring calls using the Cisco Webex mobile application. Welcome to the Cisco Webex mobile application. In this video we will show you how to make conference calls on the Cisco Webex mobile application from an active call by merging calls or creating a meeting within a Webex team. An active call can be turned into a conference call by selecting advanced calling features from the bottom of the call window and selecting Conference. The active call will be placed on hold and a contacts list will appear. Select a contact or search for a contact using the search bar. The dial pad icon can be selected to enter a number manually. Select a contact and then select a number from the list of options. When the call is answered, you can select the Merge Calls button to merge the two calls into a conference. To hold the conference, press the Advanced Calling Features button, followed by Hold. Select Resume to return to the conference. Select End Call to end the conference call for all parties. A conference call can be initiated by merging an incoming call with an active call. Select Answer when the incoming call is presented. Once answered, select Advanced Calling Features and merge the calls into one conference using the Merge button. Webex Teams and Spaces allows users to organize contacts into groups to easily distribute messages and share files. A conference call can be started with all of the contacts associated with a space by selecting the Meet button in the top right-hand side of any space. A new window will open and present options to connect to a device, such as a desk phone, change audio connection, mute microphone, start or stop video, and join meeting. When the meeting is started, each participant will be called and added to the meeting in turn as they answer. A list of participants is available, with options to mute and unmute all participants. To mute an individual, click on the user in the participant list and select Mute. Messages can be sent individually by selecting Send Message. Participants can be sent messages as a group. Chat can also be used to share files whilst a meeting is in progress. Add additional parties to the meeting by selecting Advanced Calling Features and choose Invite Guest to Meeting. Select the End Call button to leave the meeting. Any remaining participants will remain active until they hang up. This completes our video on making conference calls on the Cisco Webex mobile application. Using the Webex Call plugin with Microsoft Teams. If you are a Cisco Webex user who also uses Microsoft Teams, your experience of using Teams can be enhanced by utilizing the Webex Call application. Once installed, this application can be launched from Microsoft Teams, from which you can make voice and video calls directly through the Webex application. Webex Call can be installed directly from Microsoft Teams. However, you should liaise with your system administrator to determine whether you have the required permission to install and utilize the application. Please note that you must be an existing Webex user to utilize the Webex Call application, and that you may also require administration rights to install the application via Microsoft Teams. When you are ready to proceed, from the Microsoft Teams interface, click the Apps button. Type Webex Call in the search field. You can also search for the app from the Search from Apps field. Click on the Webex Call icon. Then click the Add button. Please note that you may be requested to grant permission to install Webex Call at this point. Therefore, if you are requested to add your Microsoft Teams or 365 credentials, please do so. This will allow you to connect Microsoft Teams to Webex Call. The Webex app will be installed and will be launched within the Microsoft Teams interface. A Webex Call icon will also appear within the application bar. Once the application has been installed, there are two calling methods available to Teams users to make outbound calls via Webex Call. The first is to use the dial pad or a configured speed dial from the application's main interface. The second is to click the Webex Call icon located in the chat space of your Teams contacts. To make a call from the application's main interface using the dial pad or speed dial, click the Webex Call icon. Enter the number to be dialed in the Make a Call field. Click the Call icon. The Cisco Webex application will open and you'll be prompted to confirm that you wish to use Webex to make the call. Click Yes to proceed with the call. To make a call using the Webex Call icon that is displayed below the chat space of the Microsoft Teams contact, select the Teams contact to be called. Then click the Webex Call icon. A window is displayed containing the contact's details. Click the Call icon. The Cisco Webex application will launch and you'll be prompted once again to confirm that you wish to use Webex to make the call. Click Yes to proceed with the call. Any incoming calls will be presented to Cisco Webex via a pop-up window displaying the options to answer or decline the call. Once answered, all call control options will be available from the Webex application interface. Team contacts can also be added to the Webex Call interface. Click the Webex Call icon on the Teams interface. Click Add a Speed Dial. Enter the contact's name in the Add a Speed Dial window. Contacts will be displayed as you type the letters of their name. Then select the required contact. Click the Add button. The speed dial will be added to the Teams interface. The speed dial can now be called by clicking the Call icon. The contact details will be displayed. Then click Call. The Cisco Webex application will launch and you'll be prompted once again to confirm that you wish to use Webex to make the call. Click Yes to proceed, and the call will be placed. Webex Spaces, creating a new space. Once you are provisioned and can access Cisco Webex, the majority of collaboration takes place from Spaces and Teams, including file sharing and whiteboards, sending messages and making both voice and video calls. Spaces can be used for collaboration with a small group of people on a specific topic or task. You can be invited to join a space by a moderator, or can request that others join a space that you have created. Teams can be used to collaborate on a wider project or discussion group that includes people who reside in a number of different Webex spaces. If you want to join a moderated space within a team, you must request that the moderator adds you to the space. To create a new space, click the Add button. Select Create a Space. Enter a name for the space. Then add the members by typing their name or email address. Select the individual. The members will be added to the space. Then add any other members as required. Click the Create button. The space is created and displayed. Once a space has been created and is in use, you can search for messages, files, and people within a space. Select the space and click the search icon. Messages and files within that space can be viewed. You can search for a specific message by typing keywords into the search field. Files used within the space can also be displayed. Filter a space by selecting the space and clicking the filter icon. For example, any flagged messages or message threads can be filtered, or message threads displayed. In order to delete a space, the first step as a space moderator is to remove all people from the space. Select the space to be deleted, followed by the People tab. Right-click on each person's avatar and select Remove from Space. If required, the moderator of the space can also leave the space. Once everyone has left the space, it will be deleted and removed from the space list. Webex Spaces, adding content and website shortcuts. Adding content to a space. To enhance your collaboration with other space members, you can add a variety of content and assets to the space that can be viewed by other space participants. These assets include adding whiteboards, files, and web pages. Adding a whiteboard to a space. Select the space followed by the Content tab. Click the whiteboard's link. Any previously used whiteboards are displayed. Click the Add New Whiteboard button. The new whiteboard is created for the space with drawing tools located at the bottom of the board. You can also create notes that can be shared with other space participants. Click the plus button and the note will be added to the board. The note can be dragged to any position on the board. To return to the Contents page, click the Menu button. The whiteboard can also be downloaded as a PDF or posted to the message space as a snapshot. The snapshot will appear in the message conversation. If a participant has added a file or a website link in a message, they will also appear in the content page of the space. The files can be promoted to a message, downloaded, and viewed from the download location. Website shortcuts can be added to a space. Select the required space. Click the Add button. Enter a name for the website shortcut to be displayed. Enter the site's address and click Add. The website is added and displayed. Webex Teams. Creating a new team. If you wish to collaborate on a project or within a wider discussion group that includes people who reside in a range of spaces, this can be achieved by creating a team. Teams can be used to bring people together who are working on a continuing larger project that spans across multiple spaces and requires multiple resources. Adding a new team. To create a new team, click the Teams icon, then click the Add button. Enter a name and description for the team. Then add any members by typing their name or email address. Select the individual. The member will then be added to the team. Add other members as required, and then click the Create button. The team is created and now displayed. The new team is added to the Teams page. As you have created the team, you will also be allocated as the team moderator. Moderators control access to a team. Additional moderators can be created if required. A general space is automatically added to the team. The general space contains the participants that you initially added to the team. Team members can access and join unmoderated spaces within the team and create additional team spaces. Additional spaces can be added to the team. Select the Spaces tab and click Create a Space. Add a name and the required members to the space. Click the Create button. The new space is added to the team. Then you can add any additional spaces as required. You can search for people, messages, or files that are allocated to or used in a space. Select the required space and click the search icon. Any message within the space can be viewed, along with any files that have been uploaded to the space. To delete a team, you must first delete any spaces added to the team, along with the space participants. To do so, select the team to be deleted. Right-click on each person's avatar and then select Remove from Team. Click the Remove button. The moderator can also leave the team. Once everyone has left the team, it will be deleted and removed from the list. Messaging and threads. Once you have been set up to use Webex, you'll be able to collaborate with other Webex users in a variety of ways. One of the main communication methods available to you is Webex messaging. Messaging can take place directly between you and another individual Webex user. All messages can be sent within a space to all members of that space. In addition to sending messages, you can add attachments, take screen captures, and add GIFs. You can also add mentions by inserting the @ symbol followed by an individual user's name to alert that individual, or @ followed by all to alert all members of the space. Anyone who receives a mention can filter their messages to view messages sent directly to them, or to view messages sent to everyone in a space. Direct messaging. There may be circumstances when you wish to send a message directly to an individual rather than the whole space. To send a message directly to another user, click the Add button. Click Send a direct message. Then enter the name of the person to be directly messaged. Any previous messages between you and the recipient will be displayed. Type your message in the message field. The recipient's replies to your message will be displayed. Messaging others in a space. If you wish to message all users within the space, select the space to which the message will be added. Click the Messages tab, then type a message in the message field. Those recipients who have seen the message are displayed at the bottom of the message screen, along with those who have yet to see the message. Any unread messages are also highlighted for any teams and spaces. Message notifications. You may see a variety of message notifications as you use the Webex application. Message notifications include a solid dot, which depicts that there are unread messages in a space. An @ symbol. This indicates that there are unread messages where you or everyone in a space are mentioned. The Add to Space icon, which highlights that someone has added you to a space. Webex meetings. When you are composing a message, you can also add an attachment to the message. Add a screen capture, format the message text, and add a website link to the message. You can also add an emoji or symbol. There is also the option to add an animated GIF to the message, or add a link to a My Personal Room invitation. Messaging and threads. There may be occasions when you receive multiple messages from individuals or from various spaces that make it difficult for you to keep track. Therefore, to follow a particular message conversation, you can create a message thread that can be inserted within the conversation. To start a thread, hover your cursor over a message of interest. Click Start a Thread. Enter a message to accompany the thread and click Send. The thread is inserted within the message conversation at the selected point. Individuals can reply to the thread at that point in the message conversation. You can also filter any threads to which you are assigned. Editing messages. Quote a message. You can edit a message that you have added to a space or send directly to an individual user. Select the message and then right-click on the message. For example, you may wish to quote the message within a space. To do so, select Quote Message. You can also select Quote from the message bar. The message will be quoted within the space or direct conversation within which the message was initially created. If you decide to delete the quotation, click the delete icon. The quotation is deleted. Editing a message. To edit a message you have added to a conversation, select your message to be edited. Click the edit icon. Edit the message as required. Then click update. The updated message is displayed. Flag a message. You may wish to add a flag to a message so that you can follow up the message at a later time. Select the message, then click the flag icon. A flag will be added to the message. All of your flagged messages can be filtered. Once filtered, the flagged messages are displayed along with the date and time of the messages. Adding a reaction to a message. If required, you can also add a reaction to a message within a conversation. Select the message in question, then click the Add Reaction icon. Choose a reaction from the displayed list. The reaction will be added to the message. Webex Availability and Status Settings. As a Webex user, you can set your status. For example, out for lunch or working from home, along with your availability or do not disturb status. Your status and availability will then be visible to other Webex users. To change your availability when your Webex profile will be set as do not disturb for a defined period, click your profile picture. From the drop-down box, select Availability Options. In this example, the Do Not Disturb status has been set for 2 hours. The availability status will change from active to Do Not Disturb for the defined period. Depending on your availability, your profile picture will be surrounded by a green circle when you are active, and a red circle with an accompanying moon symbol when your availability is set to Do Not Disturb. To clear the Do Not Disturb status, click your profile picture and select Availability, followed by Clear. The availability status will be changed to active and the profile picture surrounded by a green circle once again. Changing your Webex status. To change your Webex status, click the profile picture, followed by Set a Status. You can then choose a status, or you can set a new custom status. In this example, the status has been set to Working from Home. Your status will be visible to other Webex users. There may be situations when you wish to create a specific custom status to show exactly where you are and what you are doing. To create a custom status, click on your profile picture. Click Set a Status, followed by Set a New Status. Enter your name for your new status. You can also add a status icon. Then click Save, and your status will be updated. There may be situations when you do not wish to share your Webex status with others. To disable your status, click your profile picture. Click Settings, followed by General. From the Availability and Status section, clear the Show Available and Statuses checkbox. Please note that if you disable your status, you will not be able to see other people's status or availability. Click Don't Show, followed by Save. The availability and status options are now removed. You can add a profile picture to Webex so that other users can more easily recognize you during calls and chat sessions. To start, click your profile avatar, then click Edit Profile. The Edit Profile screen is displayed. You can either upload a new picture or change your existing profile picture. You can also add a cover image to your profile and change your display name. When all is done, click Save. In this example, the cover image has been changed. Webex, My Personal Room. Each individual Webex user has access to their own personal room. The room can be used to quickly start a meeting from a dedicated URL and contact number that you can distribute to the required meeting participants. Each room has a virtual waiting room for which individuals can wait to be provided access to a meeting if they have tried to join the meeting prior to its start time. Each Webex user's personal room has its own unique URL link, personal room number and access code, video address, and attendee ID. This is a private PIN required when you enter your room. To access your personal room, click the Meetings button located on the navigation menu. From the My Personal Room page, you can start a meeting, join a meeting, or schedule a meeting. When you are ready to start a meeting, click the Start a Meeting button. Your personal room will open, from which you can start the meeting, connect to video system, test your speaker and microphone, start the video, or mute and unmute your microphone. To start a meeting, click the Start a Meeting button. The meeting page will launch. You can now invite other participants by clicking the Options button. You can also copy the meeting link for distribution via email, or you can invite any of your contacts. You can also invite meeting participants by your local email system. The participants will receive a meeting invitation for them to access and join the meeting. In this example, a participant has accessed the meeting from a mobile device. The meeting host will see the participants' details as they access the meeting. Once the meeting is active, in this example, from the desktop application, a chat window can be opened. Notes can be added for use during the meeting, along with Q&As. Content can also be shared amongst the meeting participants. To leave or end the meeting, click the Exit button. There may be situations where you wish to join someone else's meeting. You can do this by joining a meeting, searching for an individual Webex user so that you can join their personal room. You can also enter a meeting number or link, or video address. To join a meeting, click the Join a Meeting button. Enter the required name, meeting number, video address, or meeting link. Any recently accessed personal rooms are displayed. In this example, a name has been added to the Join Meeting field. Click the Join button. The person's personal room will open and be displayed. You can decide on the audio options to be used prior to joining the meeting, or you can test your audio connection to be used during the meeting. Click Join Meeting. You will now join the personal room's waiting area, from which you may be granted access to the meeting. Click Notify Host. If accepted, the host will grant you access to the meeting. As previously described earlier in this module, there are options to mute and unmute your audio, start video, add reactions, access additional options, add chat. To exit the meeting, click the Leave Meeting button. Scheduling a meeting. Click on the Schedule a Meeting button. A meeting invitation will be created that can be distributed as required. The meeting will also be added to your email client's calendar. Cisco Webex Contacts. By creating contacts, you can simplify how you organize the contact details of colleagues and other individuals. You can group contacts by those whom you believe are your top contacts, or you can create custom contact lists to which individual contacts can be assigned. Creating a contact. Any contacts that you have previously created are shown on the contacts page. Contacts can be created in a number of ways. You can add a contact either by clicking on the Add a Contact button, or click the Add button from the menu bar. followed by the Add a Contact link. The Add a Contacts page is displayed. You can add the contact's name or email address. Any existing Webex users will be listed as you enter the individual's details. The contact can also be added to a group by selecting a group from the drop-down box. In this example, the contact has been added to the Top Contacts group. The contact is displayed. Click the Add button. The new contact is displayed on the Contacts page. Creating a custom contact. You can also create a custom contact containing all of the individual's main contact details, even if they are not a Webex user. Click the Add a Contact button. Click the Create a Custom Contact link. Enter the details of the contact, including the contact group to which the contact will be added, their phone numbers and email addresses as required, and their company details. Then click Save. The contact will be added and assigned to the selected group. Creating a custom contact group. A custom contact group can be added when a new contact is created, or a custom group can be added later. To add a custom group whilst creating a new contact, select a group. Click the Add a Contact button. From the drop-down box, select Create a New Group. Add a name for the new group, and then click Create. Add the contact details and click Add. Click Add again, and the details are added, and the contact assigned to the new group. You can also add a group directly from the Contacts page. Click the Create a Group button and add a name for the group. Click the Create button. The new group is available for selection when new contacts are added. Deleting groups and removing a contact from a group. To delete a group, right-click on the group, then select Remove Group. You will be prompted to confirm that you wish to remove the group. Click OK, and the group is removed. To remove a contact from a group, right-click on the contact and then select Remove from Contacts. Click Remove. The contact is removed from the group. Editing a contact. To edit a contact's details, select the contact. Then click the Edit icon. The details can be edited as required. To add another phone number to the contact's details, click the Add Another Phone Number link. Select the type of number to be added, and then enter the required number. The number is added to the contact's details. A contact image can be added or an existing image removed. Click the avatar icon and select the required profile picture. Then click Save. Contact communication options. Depending on the features available to a contact, their communication options for a contact can include messaging the contact, calling the contact, and video calling the contact. The Messaging and Threads module provides additional information regarding the communication options available to Webex users.